How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Sully's Models and part 2 of the F-84 build. As of course I said before in the last video, we're looking at painting, putting the decals on, basically getting this model finished. So without further ado, we'll get on with it. So we start with glossing the model gloss black before we move on to any fancy stuff. Okay, so like I said before, I'm going to attempt doing some of the masking of the decals. Now I had a bit of a think about it, because the way obviously you paint, you work from the lightest colour to the dark, so of course white, red and then dark blue. So what I've decided to do with some of this is basically, obviously I'm going to put a white coat down first, place these ones, I'll probably do one for these as well, make a mask for those first, and then when I come to paint the rest, the red, obviously that's going to be masked. I'll just paint that it is. I might put a rough mask around that just to, so I don't get any red into that, just in case of anything weird happens. It shouldn't do, but just in case. Obviously the dark blue is going to be quite heavy, should cover any problems. And then I potentially may, particularly with these ones, I might make a mask just to sit in there, spray that blue, cover that up, so I'll make that mask as well, or at least just an edge in there. Probably some of the others the same, just so I can have a, almost like a clear bit between, the two colours, so there's no potential for any weird discoloration. It shouldn't happen, but I'm thinking worst case scenario. So with this, I've already done a couple. I've done those two and those two there. No way you're going to see that on the camera. So I'll cut those out when I come to it later on. But all I've done is I've actually just used the sort of tracing bit of paper that comes to protect the decals, and a bit of masking sheet. Lock it down. And of course we'll be able to see a mark underneath there. Get into a good position, and obviously just trace around it. It's not particularly difficult. Of course, if you're going to try and do very intricate patterns, unless you're very good, which I'm not, it probably won't be a problem to you. Nice and easy. And what I'll do is I'll put the number 39, because that's the decal. I'll put white anyway, just so I know. But that will just make it easier when we come to it. We'll kind of do it the same as what you would be putting decal, and obviously of course there's going to be a mask instead. So yeah, we'll crack on with that, and we see how we get on. So far the masking seems to have gone all right. So you can see I've based wingtips, tail and the nose white, and just going over that with the red. We'll use that first, as we always work from light to dark. There we go, it seems quite nice, it's quite neat. Red's turned out quite nice. And then moving on to the darker blue. I've used Tamiya's X4 mixed a little bit of black in there to darken it up slightly as well. So we can see it, all the masking from the sides and back all taken off. Turn the gloss. As you can see, this is the reason why I've rubbed the aircraft down, because you see they've got that little bit come away there. So next I'm using AK's Extreme Metal, but I actually decided to use chrome. Now I know this is not quite right, because it's like a polished aluminium, but it's what I had to hand. But to be honest with you, I think it actually worked out quite nicely in the end, and I think it's actually fairly close to what was painted on the model in the first place. So skipping forward a little bit, as you can see all the decals are down. As you can see on the tail, the stars, obviously as I've used the decals there, they seem to have come out all right, seems to work quite well, and all that's left now to do is pick away all the masking on the cockpit. So all that's really left now is to pop our little pilot in. There we go, very nicely. Happy chappy. And then after that, just place the canopy using that glue and glaze. So there we have it, guys. There's the finished model. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to the channel. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram as well. And as always, guys, thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.